Nissan has massive excess capacity at its factories in China, where it's not building anywhere near the number of cars that it was hoping it would be. Basically, Nissan built all these factories and was selling millions of cars in China. And now people in China are saying, well, we don't want them anymore. They're not selling anymore. Their factories, therefore, are incredibly inefficient. They've already shut down 3 of them. Nissan are hoping that this plan, this $16,000 electric car, might potentially save them. And they're also planning on selling cars outside of China that they make in China. Obviously, it's much cheaper to make an electric car in China. Could this new electric car help save Nissan from the brink? Their debt is rated at junk by every major ratings agency in the world, but it's been downgraded to double junk by Fitch, which I mean is horrendous. Is this the solution? Well, let's have a look. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. And I want to say a big thank you to our YouTube members. By the way, there is a new YouTube member video up today about where I think you should be investing your money, where I'll be investing my money. And this is 100%. This is not fake. This is not clickbait at all. This is me going out there, guys, and telling you, I believe there's only one real legitimate opportunity in the investment world, and it's worth literally trillions of dollars. I think you can 10x your money, minimum 10x your money over the next 15 years, absolute minimum. So if you want to see that video, just jump on to our member section and become a member and you can watch that video. Nissan's new $16,000 electric sedan is actually pretty good. To be honest, it's not really made by Nissan. It's made by their joint venture Chinese partner called Dongfeng. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Nissan doesn't want you to know that. So let's just stick with the fact that it's a Nissan. The new Nissan N7 has 2 different options, 58 kilowatt hour battery or a 73 kilowatt hour battery. And actually, it's not a bad car and it's good value. It kind of stacks up pretty well compared to the XPeng Mona. The XPeng Mona, I think, is still the best value EV in the world. If you can think of something better and you've driven it yourself, you don't just look at it and go, oh, that looks better to me. If you've actually driven it and you can think of something better for $16,000 US, please tell me. Send me an email. I will retract my, if you've got a compelling argument, I will retract my comments and I'll stop saying that it's the best value car, but I think it is. This does compete with that. It's very similar, right? Last week, Nissan proved to the world, says Car Scoops, it can make a compelling electric sedan. No, didn't actually. Dongfeng prove that to the world. But anyway, unveiling the N7 at the Shanghai Auto Show. Now, I should point out, guys, I used to own a Dongfeng EV here in Australia, but it was left-hand drive. I couldn't legally drive it. It was intended to be used as a battery. Anyhow, it shares parts with the Dongfeng 007, a lot of parts. But anyway, it's probably still pretty good. And at a starting price of $16,400 US, this thing, if it was, even 20% more expensive than this in the United States and Europe and Australia, even if they added a 20% premium, it would sell like crazy. It would be one of the best-selling cars in the world. Sitting above the Air. Now, that's the base model, guys. That's the smaller battery pack. That's your $16,400. If you pay a little bit more, if you pay an extra $1,400, for $17,800, you get a model with more luxury, better specs. However, if you pay $19,000, you get the long-range version, which has that bigger battery pack. And they're all lithium iron phosphate batteries, by the way. Both the 58 kilowatt hour pack and the 73 kilowatt hour pack use lithium iron phosphate. The base model comes with that 58 kilowatt hour battery, 510 kilometers of CLTC range. So you're going to get about 400 kilometers or about 270 miles of EPA range. Pretty good for that price, right? So you pay your $19,000, you get the 73 kilowatt hour battery, and you get 635 kilometers of range, about 520 kilometers. EPA range, you might get nearly 300. So you can see my point here. I mean, these things are half the price of a Tesla Model 3 in China. Performance. Performance, is it any good? Actually, it's not too bad. The base model has 215 horsepower. That's about 160 kilowatt, more than enough power. You don't need more power than that. More expensive long-range model gets 268 horsepower. So that's quite a lot of power, I think, for a single motor vehicle. 268 horsepower. That's about, nearly not far off 200 kilowatt. It runs on a 400 volt architecture. The reason for that, of course, is it's cheaper to manufacture. But that does limit the charging speeds. Now, in terms of the interior, it has a 15.6 inch large screen on the inside, also a digital screen for the driver, And honestly, on the inside, I think it looks better than most Nissan cars that you can currently buy, especially here in Australia. How big is it? It's 193.5 inches long, 74.6 inches wide, and 58.5 inches tall. And it sits on a 114.8 inch wheelbase. It's pretty similar size to, in fact, it's bigger than a Nissan Maxima. It's a bit bigger than a Tesla Model 3, and a bit bigger, therefore, than an Xpeng Mona. And also, that means it's got a lot of cabin space for a sedan. Quite a lot of space, apparently, for the rear passengers. So, guys, this is the summary of your prices here. You can see $16,400 for the base model. The most expensive model is $20,500, but you can get the long-range battery for $19,200. I think if this car was available in other countries for, like I said, 20% more expensive than this, accounting for having to ship the car and other costs involved with homologating it for other countries, I think it would be a winner. And I think it would really, really help Nissan. But here's the thing. The reason Nissan is selling it at this price is not to save the company and not to make money. This is really a loss leader. Nissan won't be really making any profit from the sale of this car. The reason is to claw back market share. They are losing so much market share in China that they don't really have much choice. This is what all legacy automakers now are beginning to do. Have a look at them. Volkswagen Group slashed the prices of their EVs. Toyota, ridiculously low prices on their electric cars in China. Legacy automakers are now doing the same thing that Chinese automakers have done over the past couple of years, slashing their prices in order to get market share. Will it work? Well, honestly, it's not working now. The truth is, even with Toyota's incredibly good prices, I mean, Toyota is selling a similar car to this for $14,000, $14,000. Even with those prices, people aren't really buying them. They are selling, but only in fairly small numbers. And considering the truth here is this, you can buy really, to be honest, better electric cars from Chinese brands. The public know this. And therefore, these kind of schemes, these real discounted price schemes, I don't think will work in the long run. But you never know. And either way, this is still a really, really good value car. Great value for money. It's kind of incredible what you can get in China now at the prices cars are. I mean, imagine if you could buy the electric cars in China, right? Hundreds and hundreds of models. Incredibly good value, mid-spec, luxury cars. Imagine if you could buy them all at similar prices all around the rest of the world. I think it would be game over for internal combustion. I think, honestly, internal combustion would be dead within a couple of years. But this is how it's all playing out. Guys, let me know how you feel about it. Would you consider buying a car like this for $16,000? Let me know in the comments.